Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, your one-stop spot for all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and more. I'm Chris, and today we have some interesting news to talk about in the realm of big business, movies, streaming, regarding the new information surrounding Warner Media and the recent interest that at&t, who are the owners of Warner Media overall, had in selling or even jettisoning out the company and the project, which they acquired 3 years ago for $85 billion. Now, during the last week, this was quite a hot topic of discussion, as this is a huge amount of properties and rights. DC is all in Warner Media, Harry Potter is owned by Warner Media, and there is a lot of different exciting things that could happen depending on where the dice landed on this entire deal. But we'll break down all the news, as it seems like the dust is settling on a confirmed merger, and we'll explain what that might mean moving forward for the company and the properties that it owns. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. We're doing daily video uploads. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of them. And also a reminder that the Cosmic Wonder and I are doing a Stormbreaker Marvel Legends series giveaway. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to the two channels and make sure you're commenting during the videos, because we're picking a random winner at the end of the month. So there have been articles going out about the Warner Media jettison from at&t giving up on the project after a few years of owning the property rights. For the last few weeks or so, I remember the first one I saw was breaking news: bigger than the Fox deal with Disney is the at&t selling of their property rights for Warner Media. So it was definitely potentially a very, very big deal, and it could have changed a lot of things going on over at Warner Brothers. Specifically, I'm thinking DC, as if they were to sell the entire rights of the company to somebody else, like Universal just for example, then they would have had the opportunity there to completely clean slate all of the DC universe and start over, which honestly probably wouldn't be that bad. Now, for Warner Brothers themselves to just say, okay, we're starting over the DC universe, clean slate, it would be a little bit weird, a little bit complicated, and we'd probably end up in the same boat, as the same people would be managing it. The only way for a clean slate start over to work is if you're completely getting rid of everybody who was ever in charge of anything around DC, which the selling of the property could confirm would happen, as they would probably get their own staff, their own people in charge of it, their new directors to run these projects, and we could get a whole new opportunity to get a new DC universe. However, that's not the case, as it seems Warner Brothers is not being sold as an entire property. However, it is merging itself and its streaming products with Discovery. You may or may not be aware that Discovery recently launched their own streaming service, Discovery Plus. And after acquiring a few other networks like the Food Network or the Travel Network, they were able to get enough properties and different content to share on the streaming service to have something at least somewhat viable. But right now we are in the middle of the stream wars. We have so many huge companies dropping new streaming platforms or revamping the old ones they already had. You've got Netflix, Disney Plus, Peacock, HBO Max, Hulu, and then all the sports packages, and then all of the streaming services like YouTube that will let you have YouTube TV. There are so many different ways to get involved in this streaming war that somebody like Discovery Plus, or maybe even Paramount Plus, who are putting out their own different streaming services, might not have the legs to actually keep up with conglomerates like Netflix and Disney Plus. So at&t's answer for the issue and downfall they've potentially seen on HBO Max and with Warner Media as an entire company was to merge with Discovery Plus. Now, this isn't a buyout. They're not selling Warner Media. The rights and ownership of the properties will still completely reside with at&t, but the two companies are planning on merging their overall property power so that they can have a more appealing content menu. Now, the exact details of what is going to happen moving forward aren't necessarily clear just yet. Are all of the properties going to move over to Discovery Plus? Are they going to move all of them over to HBO Max? Or will they create an entire new streaming service and abandon the two that are currently in existence? One thing we do know, they have over a $20 billion a year budget for content, which is actually surpassing Netflix's $17 billion as they previously projected, and shows that they'll be in for competition for Disney Plus and Netflix and some of the other big names in the streaming services. I won't lie to you, I was kind of excited for the possibility of Warner Media to be completely sold and Disney swoop in and buy it for $85 billion, if that's even a possibility right now. I don't know necessarily how the monopoly rules work for that, and I'm sure it would take a huge team of lawyers to figure it out. But let me tell you, Disney would essentially own everything at that point. They would have DC, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and so many other huge titles just to add to their list of things they already own. But quite frankly, they are doing probably the best job with these giant franchises right now. They've done an excellent job with Marvel, and although they haven't done a perfect job with Star Wars, they are bringing us out content, and it's definitely better than what we're getting for DC right now. Then if you add in all the Disney Plus success they've had with shows like The Mandalorian, the Obi-Wan series coming, The Bad Batch which has come out, Loki, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and so much more Pixar and Disney animation stuff that's going on, they really are doing a fantastic job with the budgets that they've selected and the projects that they've taken on by expanding the universe, which was the big quote going out at the complete beginning of Disney Plus, expanding the universe. But it's probably for the best that Disney doesn't own absolutely everything because, that crazy mouse is already corrupt enough. So here's the plan, big merger with Discovery Plus. They'll be putting their two projects and ideas together, their budgets together, and they will be putting one huge platform out to compete against the big guys in the streamer wars. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. Do you think it's exciting that Warner Media is going through this big huge change up, or do you think it's not really going to change anything because they just decided to go with a merger? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you to everybody who watched at the very end of the video. If you found it helpful, useful, or entertaining, be sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and feel free to check us out on our other social media, including Twitter, Discord, and now TikTok. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.